إن الحمد لله نحمده تعالى ونستعينه ونستنصره ونعوذ بالله تعالى من شرور أنفسنا وسيئات أعمالنا. من يهده الله فهو المهتد ومن يضلل فلن تجد له وليا مرشدا. وأشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له، له الملك وله الحمد، يحيي ويميت وهو على كل شيء قدير. وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله صفيه وخليله، بعثه الله هاديا ومبشرا ونذيرا وداعيا إلى الله بإذنه وسراجا منيرا، فبلغ الرسالة وأدى الأمانة ونصح الأمة، ونحن على ذلك من الشاهدين. أما بعد، أيها الإخوة المؤمنون، أيتها الأخوات المؤمنات، كنا أردنا أن نتحدث عن حياة عيسى عليه السلام ونكمل في هذا الموضوع، إلا أننا استوقفنا أمر مهم وحدث مهم. هذا الحدث في 18 من شهر كانون الأول أو ديسمبر، حيث تحتفل اليونسكو في الأمم المتحدة باليوم العالمي للغة العربية. فاستوقفنا هذا الحدث لنلقي الضوء على أهمية هذه اللغة، لأن هذه اللغة فيها قيام الأمة. وإذا أردنا أن نكون أكثر صدقا مع أنفسنا نقول إن قوة اللغة العربية تتعلق بقوة الأمة، فإذا ضعفت الأمة ضعفت اللغة. وهذه حتى في سنن الأمم، كلما قويت أمة من الأمم انتشرت لغتها. اليوم في العالم اللغة المنتشرة هي اللغة الإنجليزية بسبب القوة. هذه القوة جعلت اللغة الإنجليزية لغة عالمية. وضعف حالتنا، ضعف حالنا نحن المسلمين، جعل هذه اللغة تضعف. عندما كنا أقوياء كانت هي لغة العلم واللغة العالمية. يعني كان الإنسان يفخر بأنه يجيد كم كلمة يتحدثها باللغة العربية، كما هو الحال عند كثير من العرب الآن يفخر بأنه يتحدث اللغة الإنجليزية أو اللغة الفرنسية. ولكن كانت اللغة الأم واللغة العالمية هي اللغة العربية في زمن القوة. I was trying to talk about the life of Jesus alayhi salam and to elaborate on the life of Jesus again, because we are in these days in the Christmas time, so that was my plan. But there is an email was sent to me and as a remembrance about a date that was really established in UN, United Nations, and that is on the 18th of December. The 18th of December becoming the Arabic Language Day, that UN makes this language as an official language among 5 other languages: English, French, Chinese, and Spanish, and Russian, and the Arabic language was one of the 6 languages, official languages of the UN. And we have to stop a little bit here. And they have made this day as a special day. They call it the Day of the Arabic Language. And to be honest, language always related to the power. We have to be clear and we have to be frank. The language is related to power. When you have a power, that your language will be spread. When the British used to be called the kingdom, the sun, it will not end on the kingdom of Britain, that the English language was spread. And now they took, the role was taken from Britain to US, United States, now becoming the most powerful country in the world. Then the English language, it can be spoken now in China. You can speak English in any country because it is related to the power. When Muslims used to be in power, the Arabic language used to be the language of the science. Physics used to be written in Arabic. Chemistry in Arabic. Any medicine, anything that's related to human beings' education, it was written in Arabic. Because the Ummah was in power. Today the Ummah not in power. Today the Ummah is weak. And that affects the language. When you are weak as an Ummah, means the language will be weak. And when you're strong, then the language will be strong. As today, people will be proud that my kids speak French or my son speak Russian. But it won't be so interesting to say, my son speak Arabic. It wouldn't be that much interest. Because of the insight, because of the situation that we are in today. But who's going to empower them? We are the one who's going to empower them. When the others understand, when United Nations understand that the Arabic language becoming an official language inside the United Nations among 5 other languages, that this is an indication that your language, you have to stand up and to learn it and to gain the power from your language. اللغة العربية يا أخوانا سميت العربية من الإعراب لأنها تعرب عن النفس، فيها وضوح، فيها بيان. الله عز وجل ورد في القرآن أنه أنزله قرآنا عربيا في 11 موضعا. That the Arabic language, the meaning of the Arabic language from إعراب, يعرب, that bayan, it's from word bayan, proclamation, it's clarity. Therefore, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala chosen that his last book on his last prophet and the best prophet, and he sent him the best book in this language, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, Allah revealed this Quran in Arabic in 11 places in the Quran. And one of it said, حكما عربيا. It's not only أنزلناه قرآنا عربيا. It's not only قرآن عربيا. One of the ayat said حكما عربيا. ولو أنزلناه على بعض الأعجمين فقرأه عليهم ما كانوا به مؤمنين كذلك سلكناه في قلوب المجرمين لا يؤمنون به حتى يروا العذاب الأليم. The Quran was revealed in the Arabic because a reason. And if you want to dig deep, that you will know that this language was the miracles of our Prophet, the miracle of our Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Every prophet came with miracle. Musa, in his time, the magicians' magic was something spread, and it was known, and it was among people, and who knows magic mean will be taught. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala brought to Musa his stick, is to eliminate magic in his time. Miracle usually comes as something that not normal, and not only not normal, it has a challenge. The miracle, something that not normal, above your expectation is not only that, and it has a challenge, that it challenges you to bring something similar. When Musa threw his stick to the magician, bow and prostrate right away in front of that miracle. What they have done magic, what Musa done miracle, and they knew if this is not miracle, they would bring another magic because they are professionals in the magic. They are the top people in magic. The magician that Fir'aun brought, they were top of the magician. If they knew what Musa brought, it was magic. It's very easy. They will bring another magic, and it will be done. Musa will not have the ability to prove himself. But what they have done, they prostrate to Allah Subhanallah, became Muslim. Because they knew exactly this was not a magic, it was a miracle. Isa alayhi salam, Jesus alayhi salam, in his time was highly professionals in medicine. That when he used to come and put his hand on the eye of a blind person, he will see again. His vision will come again. His sight will come again. That they will say, this is something that we cannot bring. Even though we are doctors and we're professionals in the field, but we cannot bring what Jesus did. Our Prophet's miracle was the language, the Arabic language. They were taught in Arabic language. They were professionals in Arabic language. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in 5 places in the Quran challenged Abu Lahab, challenged Abu Jahl, challenged Walid ibn al-Mughira. He challenged all of them in 5 different places. He told them, وَإِن كُنْتُمْ فِي رَيْبٍ مِّمَّا نَزَّلْنَا عَلَى عَبْدِنَا فَأْتُوا بِسُورَةٍ مِّن مِثْلِهِ وَادْعُوا شُهَدَاءَكُم مِّن دُونِ اللَّهِ إِن كُنتُمْ صَادِقِينَ. If you have doubt in what we have revealed in your language, if you have a doubt, bring a surah similar to it. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, وَلَئِنِ اجْتَمَعَتِ الْجِنُّ وَالْإِنسُ على أن يأتوا بمثل هذا القرآن لا يأتون بمثله ولو كان بعضهم لبعض ظهيرا. That if the ins and jinn gather together to bring something similar to the Quran, to this text, they will not be able to do even if they one helping another one. That the jinn helping ins and ins helping jinn to bring something similar to the Quran, they would not be able to. Al-Walid ibn al-Mughira, when he was listening to the Quran in the language, in his language, and he's a professional in it, when he was listening to it, he was crying. And he said, please, Prophet, stop. Because he knows what is read. It is not, if it's something that he would challenge, he would bring something better. And he couldn't. It's exactly like the magicians and exactly like the people who are professionals in medicine in the time of Isa. He could not. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala described them beautifully in the Quran. He said, إِنَّهُ فَكَّرَ وَقَدَّرَ ثُمَّ قُتِلَ كَيْفَ قَدَّرَ ثُمَّ قُتِلَ كَيْفَ قَدَّرَ ثُمَّ نَظَرَ ثُمَّ عَبَسَ وَبَسَرَ ثُمَّ أَدْبَرَ وَاسْتَكْبَرَ ثم قال إن هذا إلا سحر يؤثر سأصليه سقر. Al-Walid, he would say, I can bring something better. But he was trying hard, and he was thinking, and he was going forth and back to ask himself, what I'm going to say about this Quran? This Quran, it is from God, and I know I'm professional in the language, and I know this is not from people, this is from God. I know it, but how am I going to face my people? He went and he said, إِنْ هُوَ إِلَّا قَوْلُ الْبَشَرِ سَأُصْلِيهِ سَقَرَ. Right away, the result was سَأُصْلِيهِ سَقَرَ. Like Abu Lahab, سَيَصْلَى نَارًا ذَاتَ لَهَبٍ. Abu Lahab, right away, when he refused, سَيَصْلَى نَارًا ذَاتَ لَهَبٍ. The scholar, they said, if Al-Walid ibn al-Mughira became a Muslim, or Abu Lahab became Muslim, they will say the Quran is wrong. Because they knew and they reject. Allah gave the result right away. They are among the people of Jahannam. Because they reject truth. So your language, the Arabic language, that's something that we have to be proud of. And you know, there is an attack on our language. Attack within, from ourselves, and attack from others. In Turkey, they celebrated one day that the Azan become in Turkish. And if they can change the prayer to be in Turkish, they would do it. But they couldn't. They're trying to find a fatwa here or there. They couldn't. When Mustafa Kemal came, he said, I don't want this language anymore, so wipe it and bring Turkish again, and I want people to speak Turkish. And even the dress, and by the way, this is a Turkish dress. That's what I'm wearing. This is a Turkish request. He said, we don't want that. We want only the tarbush, this red one. We don't want the amami style. And not only in Turkey, in Algeria, France, when they came, they want people to speak French. Now the Algerian, many of the Algerians, they don't speak the right appropriate Arabic. Most of them, they speak French. And within us, there's some scholars, they call themselves scholars, who invited others not to speak the language, to speak this plain language, or the street language. So instead of speaking Fusha, the mother language, and you know why you would call it mother? العلماء قال تسمى اللغة الأم لأن عليك أن تصلها وتبرها. تسمى الأم لغة الأم لأن عليك أن تصلها وأن تبرها. We called it the mother. Why we called it mother, not the father? They said because you have to keep connecting with the mother as a kinship. So the language becoming connected to you as a kinship, as your mother, you have to connect with your mother and be kind to your mother. You have to be kind. We say mother tongue. Why we say mother tongue? Because you have to connect to your language. You have to connect to your language. So that's happening. And some scholars, they call to write the Arabic language in Latin. So why do we have to write all this Arabic language in Arabic from right to left? So write it from left to right and using Latin letters. And other called for لبننا. خلينا نحكي العربي الخطبة باللبناني. والآخر الخطبة بالمصري. الدعوة إلى اللبننة والدعوة إلى العامية. الدعوة إلى العامية. We don't need the language anymore, so let's speak Ammi, let's speak Lubnani, let's speak Algerian, let's speak Moroccan. We don't need the language anymore. And in fact, that we all get affected by that. We all got affected by that. So, either we have to establish somehow a connection between the language of the Quran. We should understand this is not language of a group of people. It's not becoming language of a group of people. This is the language of the Muslims. It is not the language of Arabs. This is the language of Muslims. And you have to understand, and to say it frankly, you have to understand that the key of understanding the science of the deen, the ilm of the deen, and the beauty of the language, there is علم الاشتقاق, علم البلاغة, علم الجناس, علم الطباع, علم الصرف, علم النحو. حتى أصوات الحيوانات لها أسماء غريبة عجيبة. لأن اللغة العربية لغة راقية، لغة جميلة، لغة حتى المرادف والمشتق من الكلمة الواحدة تشتق منها عدة كلمات، حتى المرادفات لها معاني مختلفة. فجلس غير قاعدة، يعني تصور جلس غير قاعدة. قاعدة إذا كان واقف ثم قعد، جلس إذا كان مستلقيا ثم جلس، كل له معنى. لأن اللغة العربية لغة غنية، لغة رائعة في مكوناتها، في تركيبها، جميلة جزلة، لغة تحدى بها العرب أنفسهم نظرا لبراعتها ولجمالها. ضاعت عند أول الجمعة. وحتى في خطب الجمعة ما عدنا نستطيع أن نتكلم اللغة العربية الخطبة باللغة العربية. أصبحنا نريد أن نفهم كل الناس أهمية اللغة العربية حتى باللغة الإنجليزية، ماذا نستطيع؟ فلذلك هي دعوة للجميع أن يتخذ اللغة العربية لغة له كأم يحتضنها ويبرها ويصلها في بيته، في مسكنه، في أي مكان يعلمها اللغة الفصحى. نقول نحن بنبسط حالنا نحكي نتكلم العربية، هو نتكلم لبناني مش العربية، والمصري غير العربية، والجزائري والمغربي غير العربية. نريد أن نتكلم اللغة العربية الفصحى. إذا لم نرد أن نتكلمها فعلى الأقل أن نفهمها، أن نخاطب بعضنا بعضا إذا استطعنا. لأنها عماد الدين. So, brothers and sisters, we need to get out of the issue of this is for Arabs. This is not for Arabs. This is for Muslims. Your prayer has to be in Arabic. So every one of 1.5 billion Muslims around the world, 1.5 billion, every one of the 1.5 billion has to speak the language somehow. Because you cannot pray without knowing how to recite the Quran. So you're attached to it. But there are some people attached to it in that level, and there are people really attached to it. And they're trying hard to understand the Arabic language. Brothers and sisters, you have to understand Sibawayh was not an Arab. There was Sibawayh. You know who Sibawayh? He's a person like Shakespeare in English, who's the person who put the foundation of the Arabic language. And he's not Arab. But he is an Arab. How come? He was not born in Arabic country, but his tongue, not Arab, is one of the foundation of the Arabic language. Imam al-Nasa'i, Imam Muslim, Imam al-Bukhari. You hear about this names, famous name, al-Bukhari. Whenever you want to read a hadith, you read say al-Bukhari, you say al-Muslim, you say Nasa'i, you say Daraqutni. Have you ever heard about this name? You heard about it. They're not Arabs. They were not born in Arab countries. They're the tongue, professional language. Not only top people in language, top people in language. Today my son or my daughter cannot even read one paragraph in Arabic language. They can't. They can't read a paragraph in Arabic language. So we have to be proud of that. We have to be proud of our language. There are people here who do not speak English at all, and they're proud of their language. I went once to Chinatown. I think many of you went to Chinese town or Chinatown in Mississauga or in Toronto. And you see that bangs in Chinese. You see people on the street. You want to talk to them in English. They don't speak the language. And they're in Canada. They're in Canada. They don't speak the language. I'm not saying not to speak English. I'm not against English language. Don't understand me wrong. I am with different languages, to learn different languages, to hold on your Urdu, to hold on your French language, to hold on your English language. But do not make your deen language, your religion language, as a secondary issue. Do not make it as a secondary issue. Enroll your son in Arabic courses. If you are at university and you know there is a course teaching Arabic, enroll yourself in it. If you take a credit or if you don't take a credit, it doesn't matter. Learn the language because you will know. We always say, I'm sorry, but we always say, others, they don't understand our religion. They don't understand Islam properly. Our religion is not understand to many of our brothers and sisters here. And it's not known to the West. Brothers and sisters, we don't know our language. Some text, you read it, and I read it. Till now, I am preparing my PhD, and I am reading text in Arabic language that I cannot understand. And it is shame. I cannot understand some of the text, some of the hadith of the Prophet ﷺ, some of the ayat, what's meant. I cannot understand. This is the level that we're in today. So let's change it. No, our problem is we think this is an Arab issue. This is not an Arab issue. This is a Muslim issue. This is a Aqidah issue. This is a Deen issue. One brother came to me when I was in Edmonton. He said, brother, please deliver your khutbah in English. I said, okay, I will deliver the khutbah in English. I delivered the khutbah in English. And I went once and I visited their masjid. The Imam there was speaking in Arabic because they are following Hanafi school. And Hanafi school is very strict because they believe khutbah is part of the salah. Hanafi school is very strict. They believe khutbah is a part of the salah. The salah in Arabic, the khutbah has to be in Arabic. So when I visited their masjid and I found the imams delivering the khutbah in Arabic, I said, brother, that you're blaming me and speaking in Arabic and you remember delivering the khutbah in Arabic. He said, this is what it is. Because we want our kids to learn the language. So learn. When we deliver the khutbah in Arabic or when we speak in Arabic, learn Jannah. What does it mean? Jannah, Nar, Alhamdulillah, Allahu Akbar. Learn it. You're learning the mother language. You're hearing 48 khutbah almost every year. 48 khutbah. You will learn something. So inshallah together we can build. If they have a date, United Nations, they establish a date, let's have every day for Arabic language. Let's do some courses in our masjid. I ask the brothers who do have knowledge to come forward inshallah and to establish some courses for our kids. We come here, we learn English, we went to the schools to learn English, and our kids, they have to learn the language. That's fine, but let's have this issue as a priority. I know many brothers went to Saudi Arabia to work. Many brothers went to Qatar to work, to Kuwait to work, to Lebanon to work. And they came back, they don't have the language. They still not speaking Arabic. And why is that? Because it is not priority even in that country. You see the names of the stores. In Lebanon, I was visiting my city, Tripoli, and in most of the stores' names is English. And why? You're in an Arab country, you're in a Muslim country, and all the names of the stores in English or in Latino Arabic, but with English meanings, has English meaning. So let's change this habit a little bit. Let's work on it. Let's respect our language more, inshallah. Let our kids learn the language. You're from Pakistan, you're from Afghanistan, you're from Syria, let your kids love this language, learn this language. It's a part of the deen, and you cannot understand the deen fully till you got this key. And the key, the tool of the deen, the most important tool of the deen, of understanding the deen, is the Arabic language. أقول قولي هذا. استغفرك ربي لا احصي ثناء عليك انت كما اثنيت على نفسك واشهد ان لا اله الا الله ولي الصالحين واشهد ان محمدا عبده ورسوله عباد الله الا ان الله قد امركم بامر عظيم بدا به بنفسه وثنى به على ملائكه عرشه وثلث به على عباده الصالحين فقال عز من قائل ان الله وملائكته يصلون على النبي يا ايها الذين امنوا صلوا عليه وسلموا تسليما اللهم صل وسلم وبارك على النبي الكريم وعلى من سار بهديه باحسان الى يوم الدين وارض اللهم عن الخلفاء الاربعه ابي بكر وعمر وعثمان وعلي واجعلنا اللهم في زمرتهم يوم لا ينفع مال ولا بنون الا من اتى الله بقلب سليم. The most miserable teachers used to be back home is the Arabic teacher. And the most teachers that used also to be in miserable situation is the religious teacher. That he doesn't have good clothes and kids, students make fun at him and there is no respect. And the most teachers that is not respected back home is the one who teach Arabic and the one who teach deen, religion. And that's really a shame. And the most noble teacher and teachers really that will be respected is the science teacher or math teacher that you will be taking the high position. How we made that? We made this happen. So we need to change this picture, this image, inshallah. We need our kids to understand the importance of the language as well. We had an incident within this week happen in Peshawar, and again, all related to schools. And as you know, the criminals and those terrorists who entered the school, innocent kids, students, they were sitting, they were learning, and they shot 140 of them, between students and teachers. It was miserable massacres, and the problem is, the one who's doing it, he thinks that he's doing something that will take him to Jannah. Ajib. This is Ajib understanding. So I would ask our brother from Pakistan and from Peshawar, the best response to that, build more schools, build more universities. Those kids who passed away, please, if you can adopt one of the child from their families, or adopt any child in Peshawar, or in Pakistan, or in Afghanistan, adopt a child, you know what? Not to feed him, or to feed her. Adopt a child to get an education. Let them learn. They are attacking, you know Boko Haram? Boko Haram, he's carrying a gun and he's target attacking the Kafir school. That he's putting in his mind, he's attacking Kafir schools. So most of their attacks, Boko Haram, on the kids and students. Because this sick-minded, the Ummah of Iqra, the nation of Iqra, we're demolishing our schools and killing our students. So please respond and respond heavily. And the best response, the heavy response, build more schools, adopt a child to learn. And let them learn, inshallah, learn the dunya and learn the deen. Learn this life and learn the deen, and also learn, if you can, let them learn the Arabic language. It is the key and the tool to understand our deen perfectly, inshallah. اللهم برحمتك نحدث وعليك نتكل، لا تكلنا لأنفسنا طرفة عين، واخذ بناصيتنا إلى الخير. اللهم إنا نسألك من الخير كله عاجله وآجله، ونعوذ بك من الشر كله عاجله وآجله. اللهم اجعل اللغة العربية لغتنا، اللهم حببنا إليها وحببها إلينا يا رب العالمين. اللهم فقهنا في ديننا، اللهم فقهنا في ديننا الذي هو عصمة أمرنا، الذي هو عصمة أمرنا. وإنا نعوذ بك أن نكون من الجهلاء ومن الجاهلين. اللهم إنا نعوذ بك أن نكون من الجهلاء ومن الجاهلين. اللهم ارحم أطفالنا الذين سقطوا في مدرسة بشاور. اللهم رزق أهلهم الصبر والسلوان. اللهم ارزق أهلهم الصبر والسلوان. اللهم نسألك رحمة واسعة على شهدائنا وشهداء المسلمين أينما سقطوا. اللهم احقن دماء المسلمين، ألف بين قلوب المسلمين، وحد صفوف المسلمين، اجمع كلمة المسلمين، طهر قلوب المسلمين، أصلح نفوس المسلمين، وردنا ورد المسلمين جميعا إلى دينك ردا جميلا برحمتك يا أرحم الراحمين، برحمتك يا أرحم الراحمين. حبب إلينا الإيمان، حبب إلينا الإيمان، حبب إلينا الإيمان وزينه في قلوبنا، وكره إلينا الكفر والفسوق والعصيان، واجعلنا اللهم من الراشدين، واجعلنا اللهم من الراشدين، واجعلنا اللهم من الراشدين. وقوموا